what we've asked for is that we look at options around religious instruction, particularly as we're seeing a number of schools across the state where there's numbers of students decreasing in religious instruction classes. So that's created some issues for us around supervision, around continuity of learning. So what we're asking for is that we could be able to offer religious instruction classes before school, lunchtimes, after school, just as we do instrumental music practice for our bands and our choirs and also our sporting practice, so that students get to opt into those classes, parents get to opt in, but we also have, we're able to cater for the full range of the curriculum. The other thing is that our curriculum has become so much more overcrowded since I started teaching 35 years ago, that we really are struggling to fit in all of the things we need to teach. So to have religion, in most cases, it takes about half an hour, but it can take up to an hour out of a school week.
And then there's this from Candice on the Gold Coast who says, we opted out for our daughter to not do religion at school. I found it causes children to talk about religious topics at school. My daughter came home quite distressed when children were saying to her that she needs to believe in God so she can go to heaven when she dies. Kelly's in Enoggera. Hi, Kelly.
So I signed my children up, I guess kind of by default. I'd spoken to other parents and they, advised that it was fine and it was, they don't, if they don't go, then they just sit there, doing nothing in the classroom. So I signed them up by default. It wasn't until I saw the book come home that they were using at the end of the year that I rapidly pulled them out.
What was in the book?
I remember one page vividly that was, God made the mountains, God made the rivers. We need to thank God for everything. It just seemed to be taught as fact, not as a belief system. So teaching that as fact alongside science and maths in a secular school just did not sit well with me.